Hello and welcome to another unboxing here at Rickydees Productions. My name is Ricky and today we're doing the Galaxy S7. This one is from Cricket. Just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and open it. Now this one, from last year, they had a really good presentation with their box, and this time they've really improved on it again. You kind of have this thing that kind of folds out and then your phone is right there for you to pick up. Let's go ahead and put that to the side really quick. Under that we have a SIM card. And then under that, we have this little package with all your books. And of course, your SIM ejector, which you will need. Let's go ahead and put that to the side. You have a little pamphlet about Samsung Pay, quick start guides, all that. You got your adaptive fast charging charger, which will charge your phone fast. You got your cord here. And then you also have this little thing, which is brand new to any Samsung. You have this OTG connector, which lets you switch over your content using the Samsung Smart Switch app. It's actually a pretty cool feature if you never use one thing like that. It also comes with headphones. These look a little purple in the box, but they are actually white. But yeah, they're just basic headphones, and they kind of look like the ones that Apple comes with. So it does come wrapped in this plastic. Be sure to take that off. And then at the top here is where your SIM is going to be at. So this one does have an SD card slot in there, so it'll all be in the one place. And a lot of people like that they brought back the SD card for this variant. You got your power button on the side here, and then it'll turn on. Okay, so the guy's on now. You just got your start screen here. Now I just kind of want to go over the phone really quick. So you got a home button here, which is infamous with Samsung. This time, instead of having a little chrome ring, they took that out and just made that fully black, so it's kind of more of a flush black throughout the whole entire display. I personally kind of don't like that. I like the chrome ring, but that's kind of their decision. And while I mentioned the black, this time it is actually black. So last year's on the Galaxy S6, it did have this kind of bluish tint to it, but this time, if you can see here, it's a solid black. Even in any light, you can tell it's black. Specs wise, this thing is running a Snapdragon 820, 4 gigs of RAM, so that should be enough for anything you want to do. This is a 12 megapixel dual pixel camera. I've tested it out just a little bit compared it to my S6, and I'm liking it quite a bit. It's a lot more flush with the phone, so you can see it doesn't pop out as much as the S6 does. But you still got the same kind of body and design as the S6 did. They did add this curve on the back, which kind of makes it feel a little bit smaller, and they did add thickness to it, so that's the reason why this is flush, a little more flush, but they have a much bigger battery. It's 3,000 milliamps in here. They made it bigger, but they added those curves, which they brought from the Note 5, and honestly it makes it feel a little bit smaller and a little bit thinner than the actual S6 does. It is a little bit heavier, but anything for a bigger battery, that's fine with me. I'm going to go ahead and set this up, and then I'll get back to you guys in just a second. Okay, so I got this guy all set up. Now, it is running the TouchWiz launcher right there, as you can see, and I personally absolutely hate that thing. It sucks. It's terrible. It has folders inside the app drawer, and I hate that. And it's just terrible. So I'm going to put on the Google Now launcher, which I personally love, and I use Google Now a lot, so it actually helps. But one thing I did want to mention about this specific variant, which is the Cricket variant, is the actual bloatware from Cricket. They kind of cut it down but added something. It's a little weird. So you still have these 3 main apps, so your Cricket app, your visual voicemail app, and Deezer. But last year they had a Wi-Fi app, which is a Cricket Wi-Fi app, and it connects you to things automatically. They just built that straight into the phone now. So you can see here there is a Cricket Wi-Fi manager in your Wi-Fi settings, which will connect you to like AT&T Wi-Fi and just mobile hotspots that are around. Now I personally don't want that on there, so I don't like that, so I just took it off. Now another thing that I really liked from the S6 that they took out in the Cricket variant is the Smart Manager, which is kind of run by Cheetah Mobile, kind of half Samsung, half Cheetah Mobile. And they brought that in this year's, which I kind of hate. You have this like secure thing here, and all this trash, and I would call that bloat, even though it's a Samsung thing. But there is one feature here. This is Smart Manager Clean SDK. You can deny the permission, so basically it'll be useless without that. So make sure you do that if you do hate bloatware like I do. And then make sure you go into your applications and application manager, and this time Android, because it's running Marshmallow, is a little bit different with how they show apps. So they don't show by installed or downloaded or anything, so they just give you a full list of apps. And then one way you can see all the apps that you have on there is you go to click more, and then you can do show system apps, so you can go in and disable anything that you think you won't be using. Make sure you don't disable anything that says Samsung Pay or anything like that, anything that's important or that you don't know what it is, because it could screw up your phone a little bit. But other than that, I'm going to be using this phone for at least a week, and then I'll be giving either my thoughts on it if I end up returning it, or it'll be a full-blown review for it. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, make sure to drop those in the comments section. Like the video if you like it, and we'll catch you in the next one.